Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Touchline Talk. This is Touchline Talk, and definitely it's all about football, it's all about soccer. It's all about football, it's all about soccer, it's all about the latest in the world of football. And please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. It goes a long way in helping these channels grow. Please share our live. And one of the greatest sports in the world is soccer or football, depending on how you want to call it. It's a good day. It's a good day again. And you've had lots of fun. You have lots of time. With the international break surrounding up, the Russian break has come to an end finally, and we've been bored and starved of the league matches and everything. But definitely, it promises to be exciting. Please, if you are just joining us, come on in, give us a follow, give us a shout out. This is Touchline Talk. This is Touchline Talk as usual, where we give you the latest in the world of football, the latest news, the latest things happening in the world of football. And definitely, it's going to be a fun day. And lots of news to talk about. Lots of news to talk about. And first on the news is the fallout over what's going on. We all know Italy, one of the biggest in the world, didn't qualify for the World Cup. And nothing else than for the manager or the chairman of the Italian Football Federation to resign. And according to news, he resigned. So definitely this morning, the news we'll be dealing with, we'll be talking about the fallout over is Italy missing out at the 2026 World Cup again, third consecutive time. And also we'll be talking about the backlash over sky high 2026 World Cup tickets. Crazy. FIFA, France are topping the rankings ahead of the World Cup. And Roberto De Zerbi, the new Tottenham coach, has apologized over his comment on Mason Greenwood. And finally, we'll be talking about the Champions League quarterfinals, which is coming up this week. Promises to be exciting. As we all know, the fixtures are crazy. So, four-time champions Italy suffered, as usual, the heartbreak of not qualifying for the World Cup. The first time the World Cup will be hosted by three countries, 48 teams, and surprisingly, Italy is missing out. Italy is not there. How would that happen? How did that happen? But according to news, the Italian Football Federation chairman, president, or whatever you want to call it, Gabriele Gravina, has stepped down because the pressure, the fallout was crazy. I had to do nothing more than doing what? Step down. He has to step down. Because how would Italy, we all know Italy, growing up, I know Italy as one of the strongest teams, defensively especially, one of the top teams. They will always qualify at least the top 8 quarterfinals. What really happened? Out of nowhere, they couldn't even qualify for just a World Cup for the 3 consecutive. So that means 2026, they are missing out. 2022, they missed out. 2018 World Cup, they missed out also. How did that happen? A whole Italy. Something needs to be done. The problem now is, the question now is it the league? Is it the value of the league? Is it dropping? Is it the players? Because come to think of it, we are not having superstars from Italy recently, just like the days of Roberto Baggio, all those old-time guys that we knew. But the one thing with football is not about the names. It's about the quality. If you have quality players, definitely you will go places, you will do things. And now Italy not qualifying, I don't seem to understand what's going on there. If you are just joining us, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, comment. Let me know where you are streaming from, where you are listening to us from. I'm streaming from the city of Winnipeg. And today we are talking about the top news. The first one on the list is Italy not qualifying for the World Cup, and the chairman, according to news, has resigned. And of course, he has to resign, because how would a whole Italy that we know not qualify for the World Cup? So just like we were saying, something needs to be done in this situation. Italy has found themselves. Everything needs to be revamped. New players, new coach, new system. Something just has to be done, because you can't allow it to continue like that. So definitely, Italy has to find a solution to their predicament. And also, let's leave Italy for now, because Italy seems they can't figure themselves out. Because it amazes me to realize that Italy has not been at the World Cup for a long, long time. How would that happen? But good for them. The first thing is their president stepping down. So they have stepped down, fingers crossed, and let's see. Because if something happens the first time, second time, happens the third time, what do we call that? That's more or less like a pattern. So the next one is 2030, hope Italy qualifies. So the next second news we'll be talking about is one of the craziest ones I've seen. They said FIFA faces backlash over sky high 2026 World Cup final tickets. Ticket sales for the World Cup final reopened with a glitch, pushing the top category price to nearly $16,000, up from original 12,560. Are people paying that kind of amount? That's a lot. $16,000. I can't believe that. I can't really believe that. People paying that kind of money to be at the World Cup, to just watch a match. Well, lots of people are rich, so uh, we, people are rich. You can't. How do I say it? You can't. You can't defend that. Said fans and critics have called it a monumental betrayal, especially after the full 48-team lineup was finalized, with Iraq and DR Congo as the last qualifiers. 16,000, wow. I wish I had that kind of money. I would go places. With $16,000, they must be rich. The next news we'll be talking about is France tops FIFA rankings ahead of World Cup. Well, no doubt, France has been playing really good lately. And according to news, they said FIFA leapfrogged Spain to become the new world number one after strong performances in the March international break. Spain dropped to second, while Argentina sits close behind. Power rankings also highlight France's impressive depth heading into the summer tournament. And truly, definitely, France are one of the favorites at the World Cup because they've been really, really good. They have players, good enough players. So we are keeping our fingers crossed and seeing how that's going to work out. But definitely, um, definitely, France are going to perform because those that I think are going to perform, France, Spain, even the top three teams according to the rankings, France, Spain, Argentina, those three teams, the winner of the World Cup might come from either of these three teams. It could be France, it could be Argentina, the defending champion, or even um, Spain. No doubt. Spain would definitely perform wonders. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see what they are going to do. If you are just joining us, this is Touchline Talk, where we talk about football. Let's know your opinion, share your opinion concerning the upcoming World Cup. Now we are hearing that prices are sky high rising like crazy. Imagine 16,000 to go to the World Cup. Wow. Also, let's talk Tottenham's Roberto De Zerbi apologizes for Mason Greenwood's comment. New Sports boss Roberto De Zerbi issued an apology for remarks made at Mason Greenwood during his first interview. Meanwhile, Tottenham, currently battling relegation concerns, continues to stabilize under the third manager of the season. Just imagine, Tottenham, I don't know how they are going to do it. They might still qualify for the World Cup, or they might still stay in the Premier League. They might not drop out, but definitely it's going to be a tough one for them staying in the league. Uh, right now, they are 17th and they still have tough matches ahead. Even if they don't have tough matches ahead, it's been crazy. It's a crazy one for them. And with Greenwood now, with all his past problems and what he has said about Greenwood, now he's at the world Tottenham Hotspur. I hope he performs for them, but I don't see how he's going to get out of this mess. But that's an opportunity for him to make some money. Definitely, he's going to make some money. And is he going to help Tottenham? I don't know. Time will tell. Because he has only 8 games to prove himself. Only 8 games to prove himself. And they will be going away to Sunderland on April 12th, on a Sunday. And them winning it, I don't know. Never can say. But Sunderland, very good team. So, Tottenham Hotspur beating relegation, I don't know how that's going to happen. Definitely it's going to be a tough one for them, no doubt. And according to news, this guy has lots of character, lots of things. But fingers crossed, and we'll see how that's going to play out. And finally, we'll be talking about the Champions League. The quarterfinals starts this Tuesday, and the fixtures that we have right now, my God, promises to be an exciting one because we can't ask for much more than this. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, that's a cracker. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, PSG, Liverpool, Sporting Arsenal. You can't ask for anything much more than this. And they promise to be a cracker, and they promise to be a tough one. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, I can't wish to watch that. The most informed team in Europe right now, Bayern Munich, against almighty Real Madrid. And if I was to predict what's going to happen there, I can't. Even though recently Real Madrid hasn't been playing that good. But one thing with Real Madrid is that once you see them that, they are not doing that well, they are not playing that well, but out of nowhere, they still go ahead. I can't remember the year again when they won the Champions League. That year, I saw them as, no, they are not going to qualify from the group. They qualified. Oh, the round of 16, they are going to be defeated. They went to the quarterfinals. Oh, the quarterfinal this time, they are done. Semi-final, and even got to the finals. Even at the finals, we say, oh, this time around, I think it was against Atletico Madrid or so. The game ended being a 4-1 it was a 4-1 or 4 a demolition of Atletico Madrid. So don't rat out anybody yet. And for the Barcelona Atletico Madrid, I promise, there was a time Atletico Madrid, I think it was at the Copa del Rey, Atletico Madrid defeated Barcelona 3-0. No, I think it was 4-0. But in the second leg, Barcelona could only score 3 goals. They couldn't overturn that deficit. But on a good day, Barcelona will defeat Atletico Madrid. So with this one, it's going to be exciting. But I don't see Atletico Madrid escaping this. And for Sporting CP and Arsenal, Arsenal, they started very well this season, but towards this closing of the season, they've been a little bit shaky, but they're still a very solid side. But with Sporting CP, definitely going to be an interesting one. I don't know how that's going to work out, but Arsenal have been beaten in this league, in this Champions League this season, and they're a very good side, no doubt. But fingers crossed, we'll see how that goes. Definitely going to be an interesting one. PSG, Liverpool, another tough one there. PSG, Liverpool. Liverpool did well last season, won the Premier League, but they've been struggling lately, and some people are already calling for the head of Ancelotti, their coach, and PSG is very, very, very good side. The defending champions, obviously, and this promises to be another cracker too, because the round of 16, they easily dismissed Chelsea. So PSG, good one. Definitely, all these matches, they are not something you need to miss. Definitely, it's going to be an interesting one, and don't miss out of it. And looking at other news, Gattuso, coach for Italy, has resigned. Obviously, he has to resign. What else is he doing there? They couldn't qualify for the World Cup. Ederson believes the Premier League's intensity will help Brazil at the 2026 World Cup. Yeah, most of their players are in the Premier League, and they believe that the intensity that's in the Premier League will help them. And that's where football is right now. You need that intensity to perform. So, fingers crossed. And FA Cup quarterfinals this weekend could eliminate a big Premier League side. And ongoing injury news for players like Noni Madueke, according to Atita, said it's not serious. So the FA Cup quarterfinals are happening. They happen this weekend, and funny enough, Manchester City and Liverpool have been paired together. And definitely, one of the giants will be dropping out. And who's that going to be? We don't know yet. But definitely, somebody is missing out. So, let's take a look at the fixtures. Manchester City will be hosting Liverpool tomorrow. Chelsea, Port Vale, Southampton, Arsenal, West Ham, Leeds United. Promises to be tough one. And predicting, who do you think will move on to the semi-finals? Definitely Chelsea will be going to the semi-finals. They will defeat Port Vale. Southampton and Arsenal, that should be an easy one, but in recent history, Southampton has been tough for Arsenal, but I see Arsenal going through. West Ham, Leeds United, some games that you just can't decide who's going to carry the day. But definitely, it's going to be an exciting one. So the league continues. Don't forget to have fun. Enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video.